Okay, great morning. It's Sunday today, June 22nd. I have a couple of questions, so I'll go ahead and answer those. The first one was asking about enlightenment and asking about, let me see if I can get this straight because it's a little confusing what they're asking about. Is there still an individual soul that makes decisions independently? If two enlightened people meet, they may exchange words with each other and still have the sense of someone's in control. So how can one discern between this and the individual agent created by the body's mind? Really, people get into so much ridiculous drama, trying to think their way. Well, what do you think? What's it feel? What's it this? What's it that? No, it's not something that one is sitting there thinking, am I an independent being? Is it this? Is it that? No, not at all. One just plays out their prarabdha karma. Somebody asks a question, it's answered. That's all. Communication happens. But there's not a feeling of somebody that's there that is, separate. It's just, again, the consciousness changes. But it's not something someone sitting there trying to analyze. Analyzing and all this drama takes place in the mental framework of people feeling like they're a separation. Okay? But when you're in the flow of things, it's nothing that one is sitting there trying to, grok. Okay. Someone asks a question, there's an answer coming. That's all. Okay. So. Yeah, don't get so hung up on, is there an individual agent? Do you feel, when you're so afraid of losing your individuality, and I think that's mainly what it is. People are afraid, oh my God, I'm going to lose myself. I'm going to lose who I am. Don't go for enlightenment. You're not ready. You're not ready for it then. Okay? So, I don't think many trees will sit there and contemplate, am I a separate individual? Am I Life is lived, that's all. Your prarabdha karma plays out. That's all. Okay, the other question was about oneness versus enlightenment. What's the difference? Oneness, happens so early in the journey. You call it God realization. This oneness happens. Everything becomes part and parcel. If you are a worshiper of Krishna, then you see Krishna in everyone. Everyone is sort of like. They have the same. There's an interconnection. Okay, oneness is more like an interconnection. Okay? Whereas realization, it's not oneness. There are no separation. Okay? It's a different consciousness. Okay? Okay? The mind will be, again, focused on being an individual being. Separation. Okay? In realization, when everything has deconstructed, in that moment, there's only that reality of that is. There is no me and is. It's not a me that's viewing the is. Okay? As in oneness, it's a me, an individual, viewing others. And there's a feeling of connection with everything. In realization, there is no me that's viewing something. Okay? The only awareness is of that is. That eternal divine is. That singular energy. Okay? That has an appearance of subdivision when it comes into the realm of Shakti, okay? When it takes on these coverings, okay, then it has a look as if it's a divisionary thing. So it's a totally different thing. There's not a oneness is sort of like one. Oneness, it's kind of like one, but it's not really one. Okay? When you get to realization, you don't even say one, you say the zero. Okay? It's that which adds value to everything. Okay? Unending, eternal. Okay? So it's a totally, totally different space between an ideation of oneness and realization. Okay? So again, it's really, really difficult to try to explain to people that are in a mind of division, that are in a mind of, duality, what it's like to be in a non-dual consciousness. Because really, again, in the moment of realization, every baggage, everything about being this individual me is at an end. All the stories are blown out. They're no longer valid. They're at an end. That's it. It's no more of that. One doesn't come back with that kind of a consciousness that I need to handle this now and that now and I see now. It's not like that. Okay? You see, I've never been born. I've never died. Okay? This eternal is. This is who and what is. Okay? So it's a totally, totally different consciousness than that of oneness. Now, oneness can be, the first time when you're starting to open to oneness, that's that first heart explosion that happens. And it's very, almost like a drug, loving everybody, loving everything, okay? But again, and it feels very, very expanded, but it's not realization. It's not close to realization, okay? So you have a lot of these gurus, these teachers that preach oneness, oneness, oneness. It's realization, it's enlightenment, it's this and that. No, again, you can get there very early on in your path, but there's a long way to go from that point to this falling away and being in Turiya Theta, okay, where the mind is still, okay, where all those illusions have evaporated, okay. So I hope this has answered your questions. Thank you for asking, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. Namaste.